kind of just want to like briefly tell you guys about my story and like everything that I did to get to where I am now. Because I think that a lot of people have like a misconception about me, and they think that like I was just like blessed with everything that I have and all this stuff. So I kind of want to just tell you guys like the hardships that I had to go through, to get here, and maybe it's like some of you guys can relate and just give you guys some like motivation. Because I think that a lot of people, especially people that just like watch and just like aren't really that successful or like haven't done too much for themselves, they like try and give themselves every single excuse to like not get where they want to be. But at the end of the day, if you're not in Gaza right now getting blown up or you have no arms and limbs, you know what I'm saying? There's not any situation that you're in right now that you can't get to where you want to be. God gives cards to different people. He hands out cards, all kind of different cards to all kinds of different people, but it's up to you to decide how you want to play with those cards. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, everybody has a fair chance at winning. No, no, even if someone's in a rich household, you know what I'm saying, they might have like a better chance at winning, but they can still fall into a bunch of things. Like everybody's given the same tools, bro, to get to where they want to be. Like all of your tools in life to get to where you want to be are free. It's you, your voice, and yourself. You have everything that you need right now to get to where you want to be. So, first of all, me, I started off, guys, like I was in high school, and if I know many of like my high school friends and people like they see me now and like they like hit me up and I don't really respond and stuff like that because I never have had like true friends. I've never had true friends. I've never had real people. Like everybody from high school, they didn't really fuck with me. They were fake as hell. I went through a lot of things in high school. I used to fight a lot, guys. Like I used to fight a lot. I transferred between so many different freaking high schools, guys. I used to live in California, then I lived in Las Vegas, then I moved to Arizona, then I moved back. So I've never also had like a stable base. So I've always just been moving my whole entire life. I never ever had the opportunity to like really settle down, have lifelong friends. And when I kind of did, I moved to Arizona. Uh, like I don't even know, I'm terrible with times, but a while back, it just was a hard time for me, and I didn't really like socialize with any friends or anything like that. And I kind of got sent to like this behavioral school. I was never like a bad kid or anything like that. Just had like a couple situations, and I got sent to this behavioral school when I was younger, and I kind of like lost all social interaction with any normal kids my entire life from like fourth grade, fourth grade all the way to like sixth, seventh grade. And I was always like this normal kid within like this crazy ass environment. Like there was kids throwing desks, like just like kids with disabilities and very bad kids. Like not I wouldn't even say bad, but very troubled kids, kids that came from like the reservation out here in Arizona. And it was just a crazy experience. And I stayed in that school for quite a few years until they finally decided to be like, well, this kid, Nick really isn't like crazy or anything like that. Like, let's get him out of this school. And so they started testing me with like going to like a regular school. Like I went to like this what was it called, this middle school, and I started like transitioning like here and there. Like I'd go like half the day, then I'd spend half the day back at like my behavioral school, and finally until like I fully transitioned. But I remember like that period of my life was all horrible too. Like my teachers never wanted me in there. I used to be like the class clown, and just like normal. Like I've always done normal human things, but people just treated me like I was so different. um anyway, I was also like a really big kid. I also dealt with like being hella bullied when I was younger. I used to get bullied all the time, despite you think like, boy, you're that big and you get bullied. Like that doesn't even make any sense. I didn't understand it either, but I was just always such a nice, kind kid. Still am to this day. And anyway, I got into a lot of fights then, a lot of fake friends. Then everybody went to obviously the high school you're supposed to go to after middle school. And, I still had a lot of fake friends, a lot of drama, a lot of situations. And, you know, later down the line, I think like, I don't know, so it was my junior year when I decided to really like step up and become the person that I wanted to be. Throughout all of my high school, I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to be someone famous. Like everybody during that time of my life that knew me, is surprised and isn't surprised that I'm where I'm going to be. They're just surprised because they never thought that I could do it, but they aren't surprised because I used to say I do it all the time. Which that's why it was crazy getting my Camaro and doing all the things that I wanted to do, because I used to like always tell myself that I would do these things, not even really. Well, actually, yeah, I did. I was kind of like Naruto, man. Like I used to just fucking like believe in myself and just say, this is where I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be Hokage, bro. I'm gonna do this shit. And I was just like lost as a kid. I never had a dad. Never had any kind of like parent figure besides my mom. And my mom, like, she always works, and like to this day, she just works. So she could only be there in my life, like, when she could. And so I kind of like was just like on my own. And I used to just always say that I was gonna get to where I wanted to be. And I was drinking all the time in high school. I was out with girls. I was just, doing all of the wrong things, not putting my energy into the right things. And I just used to wonder like why I couldn't be consistent in anything. And you know, I so fast forward, I had a very bad situation with my dad. He came back into my life after never being into my life, and I'm not gonna go this deep into this story until I probably have like a podcast about myself one day, or if that ever even happens. But anyway, I had some bad situations. I had a girl at the time who I would not consider her my girlfriend, but it was just like, I mean, I guess she was my girlfriend in that period of time, but she had also did some shady stuff to me, around my junior year. And, I kind of just went into this isolation. I'd also tore my ACL my sophomore year, and I was recovering from that, and I was playing football, and I actually like finally felt at home in one place. Like I kind of really felt like, damn, I'm playing football here. All of these kids really admire me, man. They are actually like on my side. Like I have friends. I had like good friends, bro, and everything. And I was about to play my first game. I was really working on myself. And after that situation with my dad and stuff like that, I kind of just like, I don't know what happened. Like I just like quit. I just quit. Like I didn't have the motivation anymore. And now that I look back at it, like there was no real reason for me to do any of that. But now that I look back at it, I was just going through so much stuff, and just so much stuff subconsciously, that my body just like couldn't do it anymore. And I just like quit. I just started playing Elden Ring all freaking day. I was just playing Elden Ring, bro. I was like, at this point, I was just like, I'm gonna be like the best Elden Ring player ever. And I was just playing Elden Ring. I was smoking weed all day, and I was just sitting down like in my room, not doing anything. And I was just like watching TV, like sleeping all freaking day, and just smoking so much weed. And after that, I kind of just like one day I just like woke up and I was like, this is like not who I want to be, you know? So I made the decisions to start learning about manifestation, learning about can you change your mindset, how to change your reality and all this stuff. I've always been an incredibly spiritual individual. And throughout all of this stuff in my life, I had gone through so much spiritual things. And I believe in God, everything like that. But I also believe way, into like the I would say the more esoteric side of things. And I just like to really look at the truth. I've read almost every religion, and I have my own truth. A lot of people watching me, a lot of people, they believe in Jesus. I believe in Jesus too. I just don't believe in Jesus in the same way that everybody else believes in Jesus. I still acknowledge him as a prophet, as an amazing person, a Messiah. I even pray to Jesus, but I'm not gonna go too much into my beliefs because then it'll cause a whole riot in these conversations. But moral of the story, I believe in Jesus. Anyway, I had so many spiritual, problems and situations in my life, and then according to that point, so I started learning about Joe Dispenza, Dr. Joe Dispenza. He teaching about manifestation, and like he really gives like the scientifical evidence behind manifestation and being the person that you want to be. So that's what I liked, because he wasn't like all woo woo and stuff like that. Like he really like studies this stuff, like years of research, and like gives you the practical ability to like go about this in your life. So it even started out with me just like waking up, taking a shower every single day. I just woke up, I took a shower every single day. I woke up, I took out the trash every single day. Like I just did the little things in my life that led up to the big things. And later on, after like I finally had a consistent basis, I was manifesting. I was manifesting a PC at the time, and I was just like really, really sitting there and like manifesting a PC. I was crying about it in my freaking closet, bro. I was in my closet just manifesting, just like imagining getting a PC, like all the things I could do with it. And come my birthday, which was in January, I got my PC. I got my PC. I got everything like that. And wait, hold on. Actually, backtrack a little bit. I had met my boy 1K, which we don't really talk that much anymore, but he'll forever be like, you know, like a good friend. Like he was a cool ass dude, and you know, he's gonna blow up one day. He got his own thing going on with music and shit like that. So shout out 1K. But his name was Jaden or Jalen or I forgot, bro, to be honest. But anyway, that I hit bro to hang out because, you know, like I used to always see him with his homies and shit like that, and like they, you know, he was like friends with my homies, and you know, he was doing a bunch of things like that, and I had some problems with my mom, and you know, I went over to bro's crib, and then I don't know how it happened, but I ended up shooting him a music video, and from there, everything unlocked, guys. Like I finally found my passion, something that I was consistent with. I loved it. I stayed up all night just editing his videos, doing a bunch of things, and then that led into me, you know, working with 5EO Foreign, TJX6, DD Osama, you know, a lot of famous artists, you know, 36 Mafia, Zilla Kami, a bunch of people that I really cherished outside of my journey because I've been doing videography for like 2 years now since 2022, and well, technically, yeah, a year and a half, and I accomplished so many things with that one thing of manifesting every single day that finally led me into doing all that. You know, I was working off my mom's like freaking old ass laptop. I was in this whole other room and upstairs, and you know, I had just like a 2027 or freaking 2007 MacBook, bro, and I was just editing off of that. And you know, I was just trying to make something happen, and then that's when I said I started manifesting, like really manifesting the PC and everything like that. And then I finally got it. Then I got a camera, and I was just like on a manifesting roll. And then you know, I just kind of got sucked into that journey, and I kind of like I'm just now like exiting out and like looking at my life in a third person perspective. But ever since then, I just went on this high, bro, of just accomplishing things and doing things, and even throughout, you know, my whole videography journey, I wasn't making crazy money, but I was making enough money. But I was just spending it all, to be honest. The worst habits in the world. But fast forward, fast forward to 4 months ago, guys. I got into drop shipping. I was doing videography, and I was sitting there, and I was like, damn, you know, I really, really want to do something in my life that is gonna like really make me money to do the things that I want to do. Because throughout my whole process of doing the videography and everything like that, I was making music too. I was live streaming. Like I was trying to do so many things in my life to be the person that I want to be. Because for me, I want to be an influencer. I want to be something to you guys here on the internet. I want to, you know, have people actually listen to me. I want to be around fucking influencers. Like that's still my goal. Like I want to really make it and do that. The reason why I do dropshipping so much is because like it kind of gives you that outlet to do the things. The same thing with videography, but instead of me being behind the camera and me giving somebody else the highlight, dropshipping kind of makes you the highlight, and people want to learn stuff from you, and at the same time you're making money. You're making a substantial amount of money to the point where you could do anything you want in your life. You could use all that money and just travel for the rest of your life. You could use all that money and buy action figures and fucking just do whatever you want. Like money is the pinnacle of what moves everything around. So if I can make a bunch of money, then I can put myself in the positions to be around the people that I want to be. Plus, I'm building my own basis of people that want to learn what I'm doing, that actually like me for me, and you know what I'm saying. Then I can implement everything else that I want to do into this journey. So I was grateful that, you know, I prayed, I manifested. I manifested that I would have multiple streams of income, and I didn't know it was going to be drop shipping. And if it was drop shipping, and I found it, you know, I quickly made my 1K day within a week of starting, as I've documented this whole journey, you know. And now I just kind of find myself in this position where I've accomplished a lot. I'm trying to accomplish more. I got other manifestations, and I just want to preach to you guys that the journey isn't hard. Yeah, the journey is hard, bro. It's hard as hell, and it's never gonna look the way that you planned it out. You know, if I look back and I was like, when I was sitting down playing Elden Ring, that I was gonna be here right now doing exactly what I'm doing, I would have never ever thought that. I would have never thought that sitting here playing Elden Ring that I'd make 80K, bro, doing drop shipping and all this, and then music videos. And I've worked with countless artists that like I used to just listen to in high school. Like I worked with Dougie B. Used to listen to Brotherly Love with Dougie B and K Funk all the time in high school. Then I ended up working with him. So I think that this, I don't know why I'm telling you guys all of this, but hopefully it kind of affects other people. But the one thing that I, you know, carried on and still do is that despite all the challenges that I went through, which I've skipped, you know, I've not even told you guys barely any of the challenges that I went through. But despite everything that I went through and the whole process and everything like that, I stayed, you know, persevering. I stayed persevering. I stayed committed I had down days where like I didn't really work or anything like that, but out of 2 years, right, of being on this creative journey, I think that I can count as many days as I've like not worked on my passion on one of my hands, on two of my hands. And I think that that's something to be proud about because, going from someone who wasn't ever consistent with anything in their life at all, and was just struggling with a bunch of things, to now somebody that, is consistent, is disciplined, and teaching other people how to be consistent and disciplined. And I've accomplished a lot of things, even though I haven't really accomplished like what I want to accomplish fully. I think like just says a lot. And, I think that if you guys want to have that abundant mindset and you guys want to, succeed in whatever you want, you got to keep looking forward, bro. You got to keep looking forward no matter how hard it is. No matter how many times you get torn down in your journey, you got to just keep getting up, bro, and going after you want every single day. And manifestation is real, guys. You got to write down what you want to do. You got to visualize it. You got to literally feel it before you can have it. And I know that it sounds like so stupid because even, like a couple days ago, I've been really down for like the past couple of days. And I like right now I'm even watching a podcast right now about them talking about this same thing. And I've been listening to it even while I'm like, fuck, I don't want to hear it, just because I know like it's true. Like you gotta just push past that feeling. You gotta still envision it, even if you're in the trenches right now with the roaches and rugs. You gotta freaking envision that you're in a mansion right now, that you have everything you want. And guys, it's hard. Like you envision that, you think that you are where you want to be, and then boom, you fucking have a car payment to make. Then boom, all your money's gone, and it kind of sucks. But you just have to like get through it. And I'm actually surprised because this whole journey that I've told you guys and I've filmed, there's been like you guys can literally watch the journey, and a lot of the things that I was talking about then have already happened now. So sometimes I like to doubt, but I'm even kind of realizing right now, like even the things that I'm wanting to manifest and all those things, like they're gonna happen. It's just not right now. Right now I'm telling you guys about it, and soon it'll happen. So I just wanted to make this video to you guys, and I just want to let you guys know too that I'm stepping into a whole new era of myself. I'm really learning a lot about myself and learning a lot about the people I want to surround myself with and just the people around me, and what I really want to do in my life. And yeah, like I think that I want to move the YouTube more into something more personal and not just all about business and things like that. I really want to move the YouTube more personal, give you guys more of an insight about like who I am, like, and my life, what I'm saying, the things that I've had to go through. And also like happiness and enjoyment and the things that I do for enjoyment, and just stepping more into like my personal self, and at the same time giving you guys a bunch of value on how you guys can make your life better, and just take you guys on this journey with me, because soon I'll be getting my own apartment, and I'll be doing a lot of things that I'm manifesting right now. So I wish you guys the best of the luck. I don't really know if I said anything valuable this whole conversation, but or this whole ranting, but I just kind of want to get on here, tell you guys my story, and yeah, guys, I hope that you guys all succeed and do the same thing. Make sure you guys, follow my free Discord in the link in the bio. Um, Follow my free Discord. Hope you guys join my free Discord in the link in the bio, where there's tons of other creators and people in there that are doing the same thing and are on the same hero life journey, that we're all on. So if you guys did make it to the end of this video, you are actually insane. I fucking love you. If you made it to the end of this video, type fucking Klaus for life. I don't fucking know. Type something, bro, that I will know that you guys made it to the end of this video, because that is insane, bro. I don't think that anybody's gonna make it to the end of this video. But I'm just dragging it now. So anyway, though, I love all of you guys, especially if you made it to the end of this video, bro. I fucking love you. But I'll hit you guys later, man, and stay up.